It's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. More coverage of the Barnes County Classic continuing for you on this Thursday night. Joel Morgan with you here, play-by-play for the next two games. Chase Miller still with us on the broadcast, going to join us for some color as we have two good matchups coming up to close up, well, what was day number 2, what is now going to be the final day of the Barnes County Classic. Not that we won't have any more games. Those games will now be moved. Tomorrow's games officially will not be played here at the W. Osmond Fieldhouse. They will be played at a date to be determined at the home team, the designated home team for these games. They will host those games as the season progresses. So this will be the final day here at the W. Osmond Fieldhouse in what was a new look, new format for the Barnes County tournament. The Barnes County Classic has resulted in some good games, and one of them, an instant classic that was played Tuesday night. The final to wrap things up for day one, Dunseith suffering a loss at the hands of Sargent County in what was a track fest of a game. Dunseith, the number 10 team in the state, suffering a loss against that Sargent County team. Final score of that game, 77-73. It was a contest that went right down to the wire. Final points were scored in the final 30 seconds to get the victory, dropping the record of the Dunseith Dragons to 5-2 overall, 1-0 in the region. They are members of Region 4, again, the number 10 team in the state, and what has made this Barnes County Classic so far so entertaining for the players and the fans and everyone who's been watching has been the high-ranked teams that have been playing, and one of them, Lemoore Litchfield Marion, who suffered their first loss of the season Tuesday night against Enderlin. Well, that's a team that has been receiving votes in the latest poll. It was a contest where number 4 ranked Enderlin took control early, and it came down to 4 quarters of starters seeing big-time minutes in that game, but Lemoore Litchfield Marion losing, but in spite of Corbin Potts' 25 points and 6 rebounds. The man on the call for that one was Chase Miller, who's joining us here on the broadcast. Chase, I think the score, again, not as indicative of how up and down and back and forth that game was.
Yeah, and Darren Thiel just always says a really good club. They remind me kind of like a Coach Coca team. They're going to play very hard. They got a really good program for the Lobos. The one thing for Lemoore Litchfield Marion that they were just unable to do in that game is get a number 2 with Corbin Potts, right? He was feeling it early. You need a Max Muslin, a Taint Mart, Hanson, Appeal, Colton S, someone else just to kind of shoulder the load, whether it's for a quarter or just certain times in the game. But Lemoore Litchfield Marion 3-1, had a really good start before the Christmas break. They were scheduled to play, tomorrow night against Maple River. That would have been a fun game because those two teams have played a lot at the Barnes County Classic, and they know a lot about each other. But the Lobos, Dunseith, it's going to be curious to see what this game kind of comes out to be. Will it be another track meet, Joel, against Dunseith as what they did yesterday against Sargent County, or can the Lobos slow it down enough to kind of keep everything in front of them? It's a team that only averages 57 points per game against a team that averages 71 in Dunseith. So I think the old adage is the higher the score, it'll favor the Dragons. The lower the score probably favors the Lobos here tonight.
And I think what the Lobos did in playing basically all 4 quarters with their starters or a short rotation against the starters and short rotation of Enderlin. You don't play games for moral victories, but I think the fact that their players kept up that level of intensity for 4 quarters is something they're going to really need here tonight against Dunseith.
And that's the thing is you kind of look up and see what you're going to be able to do. And I'm curious what the bench play for everyone is going to be a little bit tonight, right? Because Dunseith, we didn't see a lot of bench guys. They got their starters in foul trouble early. And for Coach Eric Morin, a really good 2-3 players that got a lot of points in a short amount of time. I think that might be a key, Joel, as we talk about this. Who might be that one bench guy that comes in, maybe gives you 13, 14 minutes, but maybe gives you 6 points, 6 rebounds. That could be the story if all of a sudden we're down in the 4th quarter and someone's up by 4, 5, 6 points. Might be that one bench player, Joel.
Or it might be that one bench player that gives you 2 minutes and guys are in front of him, he's not giving up points. I mean, it could be something like that that could decide this game. Let's step aside here on our pregame show, and we'll be back to meet your starting lineups. It is Barnes County Classic Boys Basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
At Dunseith Public Schools, all staff promote a climate of expectations that all students learn under appropriate conditions and ensure that the learning atmosphere is positive and stimulating to increase the academic achievement levels of students. Stay connected with the latest Dunseith Public School app by downloading on the Apple Store or Google Play for the latest news within the district by searching Dunseith Public School. For more information, go online to dunseith.k12.nd.us. Go Dragons!
And welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion against Dunseith in the Barnes County Classic. Let's meet our starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard. The Dunseith Dragons will be a 5'10 senior, number 2, Chad Parisian. He scored 16 points, came late in the second half in that losing effort Tuesday night against Sargent County. Chase talked about that X-Factor player. He was a starter, but he was one of them when they needed him the most on Tuesday night. There'll be a 6'2 senior, number 10, Jalen Poitra. He had 23 points, also a big performance. 3 players in double figures Tuesday night. It will be a 6'2 junior, number 11, Boston Davis. A 6'2 junior, number 15, Abraham Peltier. And a 6'1 senior, number 35, Ethan Morin, who scored 28 points and 11 rebounds. Parisian, Poitra, Davis, Peltier, and Morin for the Dunseith Dragons. 5-2 on the season. They are coached by head coach Eric Morin. Now for Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, the Lobos will be the home team on the scoreboard. It'll be a 6-foot sophomore, number 5, Max Muslin. A 6'4 senior, number 10, Corbin Potts. Potts, 25 points, 6 rebounds in that game against Enderlin, that losing effort on Tuesday night. It will be a 5'9 junior, number 11, Tate Mart, and a 6'1 junior, number 23, Colton Ness. He had 9 points, 8 rebounds. And rounding out the lineup, a 6'2 senior, number 32, Landon Peel. Muslin, Potts, Mart, Ness, and Peel for the Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion Lobos. 3-1 on the year. They have yet to play a region game. Members of District 5, they have received votes in the latest poll, and they're coached by head coach Darren Theelgis. So that is your starting lineup against the Lobos. The team that has received votes in the number 10 Dunseith Dragons. Again, almost 2 different styles of play between these 2 teams, Chase, and it's going to be who stays in system, who comes away with the win. It is Dunseith, the Dragons, ready to go. The Lobos will follow suit. Again, reminder, tomorrow's games postponed. They will not be resumed here at the W. Osmond Fieldhouse. They will be played at whoever the designated home team was for that game. Well, they will host that game sometime down the road. And we're underway. Opening tip-off is won by the Lobos, handed by Landon Peel. Peel will come over to Tate Mart. Mart takes a dribble, hands it off to Potts. Potts will look inside, will skip to Peel in the corner. Thinks about the deep shot, will set it back in motion. Ball on the wing of Potts. He will look inside, comes to the left side. Peel hands this one off to Muslin. 12 on the shot clock right now for the Lobos. And a no-look pass, too strong to Ness. Recovered, sent to Peel in the corner for 3. In and out. Rebound brought down by Peltier, and he loses it into a sea of hands. Rebound putback is good for Max Muslin, and the Lobos score first, a 2-0 lead. Inbounds taken, foul drawn by Colton Ness, and he will go to the line for a pair, so a quick foul coming into this game. And Chase, right off the bat, a different look to this game because we had to mention the shot clock inside of the first possession. On top of that, we got a whistle on a foul really early in this game.
And nice job by Colton Ness, just hanging in the weeds, early on the game. Sometimes you just want to quickly get it to your point guard, get up the floor. But Ness was very smart right there, was at the free throw line, just kind of waited, saw the ball come in there, and Jolie gets rewarded with the free throw opportunity. Again, a more methodical, shot clock-oriented game. I think is going to favor the Lobos. If this is a track meet up and down like the Dragons saw against Sargent County, I think it might favor Dunseith later on as this one goes.
And 1 for 2 from the line is Ness. Here comes the Dragons. Missed shot off the heel of the basket. Rebound is grabbed by Landon Peel. Peel up court, stops at the elbow, feeds beyond the arc. A dribble for Mart to the basket, feeds to Colton Ness, who finishes with his third of the game. And it's a 5-0 run to start things off for Lemoore Litchfield Marion. And they are going full court on their defense. There's Morin on the near side. Some hesitation, steps across, bounces back to the circle. Poitra will come back to Morin, up for 3. This one will miss. Rebound bat around, finally two-handed by Ness. Ness almost got that taken away by Peel, his own teammate. And Peel up court, right side, Muslin. He's up for 3, hits it. 8 points to start this game for the Lobos. Dunseith looking for an answer. Missed jumper for Davis. Rebound is picked up by Parisian. Parisian comes to Poitra. Nice high-low to Peltier. Doesn't finish but draws a foul.
Tough one there with Corbin Potts. Sometimes early in a game, you just got to kind of let a play develop in front of you. Just say, okay, we're going to give up the 2 points instead of pick up the foul. Trying to get the block. He went straight up, but the problem is he fell on the man who's shooting right now, Joe at the line, and Peltier, which drew the foul.
Peltier's first shot, that's good. And Dunseith's on the scoreboard. 8-1 the score, approaching 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Game 3 of the final day of the Barnes County Classic. Again, games tomorrow will not be finished here as Peltier hits both free throws to make it 8-2. They will be played at a later date. Ball brought up court by Mart, and Mart will lose it at half court. Parisian will be called for the foul as he reached inside. His first, team second.
It's one of the things that, Dunseith and Coach Moore, they don't want to have to deal with again, Joel, is some foul trouble. They dealt with it against Sargent County. Coach Moore did a really good job to keep all those guys on the court. No one fouled out, but that's something you don't want to have to deal with here against the Lobos.
Yeah, and Ethan Moore, their lead scorer, fouled out of that game with about a minute and a half left, and he had no fouls going into the fourth quarter, and he kind of had to take the brunt of it because they needed to foul in situations. He was the only guy with fouls left to give. Pass attempt across the baseline, knocked out by Landon Peel. So Dunseith with 28 seconds on the shot clock, a chance of a little bit of a reset. It's Poitra baseline left side. Sets his guys in motion off ball, finds Parisian. Parisian bounces a pass over to Poitra. Poitra throws in the lane and was knocked away by Muslin. Not the cleanest steal, but it goes to Ness. Ness will swing the ball back over to Peel, clears half court, looks around, needs to find someone. Nice pass that gets knocked away by Poitra, but kept in possession of the Lobos. Lobos have 20 seconds on the shot clock. Hesitation by Poitra. Sends a pass that's intercepted by Davis. Fast break coming for Dunseith, and the layup is good for Poitra. 4 straight points for Dunseith. They cut their deficit in half. It is 8-4.
Poitra put up 23 against Sargent County, and by the way, Dunseith did a majority of their damage just like that, getting to the rim either in transition or within their offense, Joel. And the one thing with Dunseith, we'll see how much they want to trap potentially once they get some baskets. We saw that for the majority of the game against Sargent County. Not seeing as much of an aggressive, style of full court press here against Lemoore Litchfield Marion.
And that was a great play by Davis defensively to corral a player from the Lobos out of bounds while not drawing the foul. And that gets the Dragons the basketball down by 4. Some substitutions made. We'll get those for you here in a second. As the ball is to Poitra. Looks to Morin. Morin up to drive. Gets by Hansen. Puts it up. Will miss. Rebound brought down by Potts. And that was Anthony Hansen, the junior, checking in and out of that timeout for the Lobos. And a missed layup for Potts. Becomes a long pass to Morin for Dunseith. And his layup is good. 6 straight points scored for Dunseith. And they pull within 2. It is 8-6.
Morin, kind of the cherry picker there, Joel, got to half court and said, hey, the shot's going up. I'm just going to hang out here. Hopefully one of my teammates gets the rebound, and that's exactly what happened.
Muslin for 3. Lobos can't find an answer. It's Poitra with the rebound again, finds Morin. Morin flips across the lane, off the glass, too high for Davis, but he is going to be fouled. Boston Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. The junior put up 2 points Tuesday night in that loss against Sargent County. Chance here to match that number early in this game, and also even bigger than personal stats, a chance to tie this game for the first time.
Kind of the old adage of a game of runs, right? You know, Lamore Litchmarion comes out, Joel 8-2, just gangbusters coming out offensively with Muslin 3, with Colton Ness doing some nice work, and then all of a sudden here comes Dunseith. And the one thing against Dunseith, what we saw against Sargent County, what we're seeing early against the Lobos, if you don't get back in transition, they're going to make you pay. They're going to look to get a lot of easy buckets either off the transition or the quick reversal and get an early shot in the shot clock.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It will be Dunseith's basketball. McGahee checks into the game for the Lobos. Ball gets handled by Davis. Worked over to the near side. Morin with the ball. He comes into drive off Hansen. Ball gets knocked away. Scramble for the loose ball. McGahee with the basketball. Will be double teamed across half court, able to find Potts. Potts gets it knocked away. He recovers, puts it up, and it's deflected by Davis, and they're going to call a foul on Boston Davis. There will be a shooting foul. Davis is called for his first, team's third.
Tough one there with Davis. He probably feels like he got enough of the ball, and so does probably Coach Morin, but where the official was, kind of looked like it was lower on the bottom of the wrist. So Corbin Potts, a guy who kind of did it all, right? Joel 9 of 16 shooting from the floor on Tuesday, 3 made threes, goes 4 of 6 from the free throw line against Enderlin. This was a guy that was the dude on the football field and is a dude as well on the basketball court.
Landon Peel checks in. First free throw, by the way, for Potts is in. That ends a long scoring drought. Lobo scored the first 8. Dunseith had scored the last 6 up until that made free throw. Second from Potts is good. A 10-6 game. 3.5 to go first quarter. Coverage of the Barnes County Classic is right here on yourliveevent.com. Remember, if you missed any of the games, they're archived on our website. Plenty more basketball, wrestling, hockey, all that to come your way this winter as well. Just visit yourliveevent.com. Shot from the corner for Davis off the iron. Rebound batted around. McGahee has it. Will turn around and starts to drive the other way. Almost gets it taken away by Davis. And ball is loose out of bounds. Far sideline. Last to touch for the Dragons.
Chad Parisian there getting on the floor. McGahee getting on the floor as well. This is one of those games, Joe, where you just kind of, the opening minutes, you feel each other out. You know, Region 3, Region 4, these two teams don't play each other too much, so you're trying to feel what kind of tempo, what kind of rhythm do you play with, and both teams settling in pretty nicely.
Ball is handled by Potts. Potts will send a pass to McGahee. Will hand it off to Max Muslin. Muslin a feed to a cutting Hansen, and looks like he is going to be fouled by Davis. And one of the starters now for Dunseith, if it is Davis, will be sitting with 2 fouls, and that is exactly who it is. Boston Davis called for his second, team's fourth. Official Kirk Olson relaying that, went to the scorer's table. Kirk officiating back-to-back games as the first free throw is in for Anthony Hansen, makes it 11-6.
Nice job by Hansen with the shot fake, got your man up in the air, and now Coach Morin's probably going, here we go again. You know, one of our starters that we had back against Sargent County got in double, got 2 early fouls. Same thing here tonight with Davis.
Second free throw for Hansen, too much. Rebounded brought down by Poitra. Dante Davis checked into the game along with Corbin House for the Dragons. 3 from the right side will miss, and rebound got through everybody, and then is thrown in bounds by Muslin. It was going to be Lobo's ball either way, but Muslin keeps the momentum flowing as a pass to Hansen stays in bounds. Comes to McGahee, who was stopped on the post. Will go to Potts. Jumper for Potts over the defense will miss. Hansen the rebound, try to get a putback. It is out of bounds, and they will say last to touch was Poitra. Corbin House did not score in that game on Tuesday night, but Chase, he was a guy who made a lot of things happen off ball. In fact, he made a lot of unselfish plays for the Dunseith Dragons.
I was going to say hockey assists, right? If you kept a hockey assist in basketball, he would have had a ton of them back on Tuesday night.
Ball works its way to Potts, and he'll hit it. That is up for 3. Corbin Potts has 5. It is 14-6, and the Lobos regain their 8-point lead after opening up the game on an 8-0 run. Approaching 2 to go in the first quarter. Ball comes to Potts, but a charging foul called. That, I believe, will be Morin, called for his first. 5 fouls now coming for Dunseith, and Coach Morin wants a timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
The
Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continuing support. Good luck to our Enderlin Eagles at the Barnes County Tournament. The friendly staff at Lemoore Drug Store reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lemoore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine is available, plus get your flu shot today. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales too. Let Lemoore Drug Store be your one-stop shop for Valentine's Day candy and gifts. Lemoore Drug Store, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugStore.com.
14-6, Lemoore Litchfield Marion has rattled off 8 straight points. After jumping out to an 8-0 lead, it was 6 straight for Dunseith, and it's the Lobos basketball out of that timeout. A foul was called before the timeout. Ethan Morin, the senior, called for his first team's 5th. Every starter but Poitra has a foul right now for Dunseith, and foul trouble changed things up last game. They really had to change their rotation early on, and they're kind of getting near that point right now. As a feed to Potts, layup good. 5 straight for Corbin Potts, 7 in the game, 16-6. Lobos a 10-point lead, and then a steal almost put back in by Ness, but the Dragons able to recover. Parisian with the basketball. Feeds across half court, comes to Corbin House. House back to the hands of Jalen Poitra. Poitra coming off 23 points Tuesday night, another player who really came up late for Dunseith in that game when he was needed the most, and tries to pass to the post, and Corbin Potts swats it away from Dante Davis.
Well, the stats, too, to make note of, Joel. Dunseith 5-2 this season, but they're 5-0 when they hold teams under 57. Over that, they're 0-2, and right now, Lemoore, they're on their way to score over 57 points for the Lobos.
Ball to the corner, comes to Davis, drives, layup, misses, rebound brought down by Potts. Potts will dribble to the far side. Lobos will start to set up their offense. It's set to land in Peel to the near side. Mart, handoff to Muslin, upper contested 3, nothing but net for Max Muslin, his second tray of the game. 19-6, and the Lobos really starting to build a sizable lead here as we are into the final minute of the first quarter.
Muslin's in fuego right now, Joel. He only had 3 points in the game on Tuesday night against Enderlin. Right now, he got that first shot, and you can just tell, as a sophomore, you get that confidence going, and it's catch and it's shoot.
Potts on the right wing. We'll feed it off to Muslin. Muslin back over to Martz, and a handoff to Peel. Dunseith really not giving him a whole lot inside, and they're looking to create that mismatch. There is 15 seconds on the shot clock right now for the Lobos. A drive for Potts, loses the ball, and it was in the hands of Parisian and taken back, and a layup is missed. Put back, though, is good for Potts. 9 for Corbin Potts, 21-6. Lobos by 15, 9 seconds to go first quarter. Ball gets handled by House, feeds to Parisian. Parisian drives, layup good. Chad Parisian gets 2 as the first quarter puts itself in the books. It is Lemoore Litchfield Marion 21, Dunseith 8. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of snow and grain shovels alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lemoore Hardware today and browse their sweet pickin' section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information on all the services Lemoore Hardware offers, go online to LemooreHardware.com. That's LemooreHardware.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
It is 21-8, fresh 8 minutes up for the start of the second quarter. Lemoore Litchfield Marion leading Dunseith. The Lobos shooting 50% in that opening quarter. Chase, a far cry from their first quarter performance Tuesday night against Enderlin.
Yeah, and you're going 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Muslin able to get a couple three-pointers. Ness is playing well. If you're Coach Darren Theologis, you like the opening 8 minutes from your club here tonight.
Feed to Poitra, tries to go to a cutting Moore and finds an open shooter in the corner. House hits it off the backboard. Moore in the rebound, put back, misses, tries third chance points, will miss. Lobos with the basketball. Muslin feeds in the lane, missed two-hand shot, Potts. And here comes the Dragons to answer back. It was House, gets it knocked away, out of bounds. House took one last reach at it, and it's the Lobos basketball.
This is tough right now because this is when a game can get away from you a little bit early, Joel. Not the greatest first half, obviously, by Dunseith in terms of shooting performance, in terms of rhythm. But if the Lobos all of a sudden start this second half on like an 8-2, 10-2 run, you can start looking up and you can be down 20 in a pretty quick estimate with a team that is in rhythm right now against the Dragons.
Potts with the ball, goes to the corner to Ness. Ness dribble, finds Mart. Mart to the near side, almost swatted away by Morin. He's able to hang on to the basketball and set it in motion. A foul called off ball, I believe. Well, it will be on Chad Parisian. I thought he had pointed over to Dante Davis, who was off ball. That's why I was confused, but it was against Chad Parisian as he came around trying to steal the ball away. Inbound catch and release shot by Muslin will miss. Dragons with the basketball. Parisian on the near wing. No look pass to Moore in the corner. Comes to dribble, comes around, kicks a pass beyond the arc. It goes to Davis, three, misses. Two-hand rebound for Landon Peel. Lobos opened the game on an 8-0 run. Dunseith answered back with 6 straight points, and then it was, since then, it has been 13 unanswered points for the Lobos. They're dialed in offensively and defensively. 3 from the right side, misses for Potts. Right into the hands of Poitra. To the credit of Dunseith, they have rebounded well defensively, have just not been able to score those fast break run and gun points that have been the hallmark of their success so far this season. Near post is Poitra. Hesitation, throws a pass to Parisian. He is up for 3, in and out. Rebound was knocked down by Peltier and picked up by Muslin, and a timeout taken by the Lobos. 6:02 left to go, second quarter, 21-8 Lobos lead. It's high school basketball on yourliveevent.com.
At Dunseith Public Schools, all staff promote a climate of expectations that all students learn under appropriate conditions and ensure that the learning atmosphere is positive and stimulating to increase the academic achievement levels of students. Stay connected with the latest Dunseith Public School app by downloading on the Apple Store or Google Play for the latest news within the district by searching Dunseith Public School. For more information, go online to dunseith.k12.nd.us. Go Dragons!
21-8, Lemoore Litchfield Marion on a 13-point scoring run. 6:02 left in the first half. Joel Morgan, Chase Miller with you on yourliveevent.com. Remember, the final day of the Barnes County Classic postponed. I guess you could say it's canceled to be played at this site, but it will be resumed at the designated home team site.
Potentially, right? You guys now, if you're like Dunseith, for example, now you got to try to ask Enderlin, hey, where do you want to go play a game? I think it's easier for the Wymer, Lidgewoods, and the Sargent counties of the world. But I would like to see Dunseith and Enderlin play. Honestly, I'd like to see Lemoore go up against Maple River one more time just because they've been part of the Barnes County Tournament and Classic for so long. So we'll see, because this winter, Joel, it's been tough. The last couple of weeks, I would not want to be an athletic director. That's all I'm going to say.
I think last winter we had it so good. It was cold, but we had it so good snow-wise. Little to nothing, I feel, last year got postponed or moved around, and now all of a sudden we're back here. And every other week something's going to change as the ball is worked to Colton Ness. Ness puts it off the glass and in, makes it 23-8. That is 5 for Colton Ness. Ball handled by Morin will send the ball over to Poitra, and he is called for travel. Yeah, look at some of the schools that we're so fortunate to work with on yourliveevent.com, and already one of our schools, Lisbon, their game tomorrow against Sisseton is going to set to be rescheduled at a date to be determined. We've had some games throughout our broadcast set to be determined, and I think for the number of years that you and I have both put into this industry, it's not a surprise to have that come in winter. It's just it seems like this is one of those years where it's happened pretty often so far in this young, now 2022 leg of our season. Ball in the hands of Potts. Potts wasn't quite ready for that pass, but is able to keep possession of the basketball. Comes to Mart. Now to Muslin into the corner to Peel. Peel takes a drive. No room to move to Mart. Mart under some tough coverage. Comes to Peel. Up for three. Misses. Rebound brought down by Dante Davis, and he will come to Poitra on the near side. Poitra almost lost it. Back to Morin. Thought about taking that deep contested three. Instead, he wants to drive. Stops at the elbow. Back to Parisian left side. 19 on the shot clock for Dunseith. I'm not sure I've seen him go deep in the shot clock before this classic, and a three for Poitra does pay off for Dunseith. Ends what has been a 15-0 run for Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Their lead at 12 right now, 23-11, under 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
I'm going to say, but this pace, this way that it's going right now, favors the Lobos and what they've been able to do. We haven't seen a lot of that, right? We haven't seen a lot of unforced errors by Lemoore Litchfield Marion, but on the opposite side, neither team, Joel, has scored this quarter, really. I mean, Dunseith, that's their first bucket. Lemoore Litchfield Marion just 2 possessions ago had their first bucket, so which team can get the run before the half?
It is the Dragons with the basketball. Morin to the baseline. Parisian turn to shoot. Peel was right on him. Sends it beyond the arc. Tracked down by Morin to drive. Held up by Mart. 17 on the shot clock for Dunseith. Layup pays off. Chad Parisian, his 4th of the game. 23-13. Lobos lead at 10. Under 4 to play. And those last 2 possessions, which have resulted in buckets for Dunseith, Chase, it seems like they've been a little bit more methodical, slowed down slightly, set their offense a little bit better than, or a little bit more than we're used to seeing. As in the lane, Potts misses the shot, gets his rebound, goes for a putback. Everyone was on him. I think Morin's the guilty party of that foul, which will result in some free throws.
That's a tough one there because now, again, it's the same story back on Tuesday with Dunseith with starters with foul trouble. The other part of the problem is there's 4 white jerseys around the perimeter, and there was 1 white jersey in the paint against 4 black jerseys, and it was the man who shot it who got his ball back. That's going to be a tough one as a coach because in a zone, someone's got to talk, even if it's 5 feet away from the rim. Someone's going to talk and say, who's got shooter, and Potts gets rewarded with some free throw attempts.
Second free throw, no good. He misses both. Yeah, kind of a different look than what we saw in that first quarter, at least the ability to rebound defensively as it's fed over to Colton Ness off the glass and in. 25-13, the lead for the Lobos. Our next contest featuring 2 ranked teams, number 4 Enderlin against number 7 Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll have that for you as well on yourliveevent.com. And if you missed any of these games, find them archived on our website. Boston Davis will check back into the game. Abraham Peltier is out for the Dragons. And in Peel, near the scores table, inbounds to Tate Mart. 25-13 lead for the Lobos, and Chase kind of buried the lead there a little bit. That foul number 7, so bonus for the remainder of this half for the Lobos as well. Ball to Potts. Potts to drive. Shoots off the glass. Rebound Davis. The shooting, it was 50% at the end of the first quarter, has fallen slightly here in the second quarter for the Lobos. Dunseith trying to find a way to capitalize. Up for 3, knocking it down is Poitra. Back-to-back threes. 25-16, and with the team that shoots from, could get hot from long range, Chase, they can get themselves right back in this game.
Just to show you after the shot.
And it will be a foul. Colton Ness to the line.
It's a tough one there again. Ness just seems to be a magnet around the ball right now, but the one thing for Dunseith, Joel, is this is a team that averages 71 points per game. Their season low is 62-7 contest. I mean, just to show you to what your point is, there's an opportunity here where Dunseith can catch fire in a corner and put up 20, 25 points, no problem. The one thing is that the Lobos have done a really good job getting back in transition, forcing the Dragons to move the basketball, move it around. And Dunseith right now just shooting cold, but give a lot of credit to the Lobos defense.
Ness missed his first free throw. Second on the way. That one will miss. Rebound batted around. Finally is picked up by Morin. Taden Azure steps into the game. He was a substitution for the Dragons. Anthony Hansen into the game for Lemoore Litchfield Marion. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter, 25-16. Lobos have not trailed this game. They opened up the game on an 8-0 run as a 3 from the corner is knocked down by Chad Parisian. Back-to-back-to-back threes for the Dunseith Dragons, and they trail by 6.
Well, what happens? No threes in the first quarter. All of a sudden, the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit here, and now all of a sudden you get a little confidence, a little rhythm about yourself. And once you see something go through the cylinder, it just doesn't matter if it's one player. That really has a big thing for the entire team.
Peel up to drive, looks for help, throws beyond the arc, comes to Mart. Mart to the post to Ness. Ness through double coverage, finds an open Muslin. His three is up, will miss. Rebound was in the hands of Hansen, directs it to Ness. Lobos keep possession of the basketball. Minute and a half to go in the first half. Lobos lead 25-19. Up to drive, Peel shoots, and he gets fouled. He will come up to the line to shoot too. 8 fouls coming here in this first half. Boston Davis, his third. Make that 9 fouls. Davis's third.
And again, for Coach Moore, I'm going to have to find a way to go to the bench a little bit more and trying to roll the dice a little bit, Joel, if you will, to try not to have Davis pick up his third. But now he does. How will that change the complexion of the second half? But if you're Lamore Litchfield-Marion, Joel, you've only scored 4 points this quarter. I mean, as well of an offensive rhythm first quarter they had, this 2-3 zone has kind of kept them off of sorts a little bit in the second quarter, what that Dunseith is having right now.
Second free throw, that will miss, and the Lobos have not made a free throw as well in 3 trips to the line. They have missed all 6 shots. You can have 9 fouls, but the situation comes up is that if you're not capitalizing on those in a game like this, that can come back and get you, as it's just a 6-point lead, what was once a 12-point lead. Shot in lane will miss for Parisian. He draws a foul. Chad Parisian to the line to shoot 2. He has had the hot hand as of late for Dunseith. He has scored 5 this quarter, 7 in the game. Foul comes against Peel, his first, team's third.
That was a bang-bang play right in front of that semicircle there. Parisian left his feet to go up for the shot. Peel was trying to get the offensive charge, but Parisian got enough around him to go up there and try to get the 2 points. And now it's just a matter of can Dunseith capitalize on the opposite end a little bit. Again, only 8 points in the first quarter, 11 points in the second. This hasn't been an offensive showdown like we saw on Tuesday against Sargent County for Dunseith. And
playing from the free throw lines, Parisian, missed shot, comes back to Poitras. He makes up those 2, and it's now a 4-point game, 25-21. Lamore Litchfield-Marion needs to start getting these shots landed. Again, they've only scored 4 here this quarter compared to the 13 for Dunseith. Ball comes to Muslin. Muslin on the dribble to Ness. Beyond the arc to Hansen, knocked away. Morin timed that well, as doesn't get the ball back for his team, but stops some progress by Lamore Litchfield-Marion.
Lobos a very quality team. You just look at their last, 4 years, Joel, at least 12 or more wins. Last year, 16 wins. I mean, Coach Thiel just knows what he's doing at 18 years behind the bench there for the Lobos.
Ball into the hands of Potts. 5 seconds right now on the shot clock for the Lobos. Ball to Hansen. Tosses it up off the backboard. They do not avoid the shot clock violation with 25.3 left to go. Dunseith has the basketball, and I tell you what, if they hit a 3, that is going to tip the court in their favor.
I was going to say it already has. You're down by 13 points after 1 quarter. If you would tell Eric Morin that you would have been down by 4 at least going into half, you would take it, specifically how you played that first quarter. So kind of the tale of 2 stories or 2 cities. It's been a tale of 2 quarters right now, Joel, for both these teams.
Ball is handled by Morin. He stands at the circle looking to get final shot. Lobos aren't going to concede that final shot. Backdoor pass, shot attempt, and a foul call will go against Potts. That will send Peltier to the line to shoot 2. He has made the only 2 free throws in this game for Dunseith, who trails 25-21, 7.5 to go in our second quarter.
Well, Morin scored 28 points against Sargent County on Tuesday. He's limited to 2 points right now, Joel. You look at Poitras, he's in rhythm, right? 23 points on Tuesday. He's got 10 right now. But again, the Lobos, this is the style of game that they needed to play against Dunseith. The problem is you had a 13-point lead, and now you let a team right back into it before the half.
Peltier will miss his second free throw. The ball goes to the Lobos. They will get a look now for a final shot. Trying to get someone here open. That is Muslin. Muslin shot, airballed as the first half is in the books. 25-21, Lamore Litchfield-Marion leads by 4. First half numbers coming away next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by alumni from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continuing support. Good luck to our Enderlin Eagles at the Barnes County Tournament.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
At Dunseith Public Schools, all staff promote a climate of expectations that all students learn under appropriate conditions and ensure that the learning atmosphere is positive and stimulating to increase the academic achievement levels of students. Stay connected with the latest Dunseith Public School app by downloading on the Apple Store or Google Play for the latest news within the district by searching Dunseith Public School. For more information, go online to dunseith.k12.nd.us. Go Dragons!
We're back on YourLiveEvent.com. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, who at one point had a double-figure lead. They led by 15. They now lead by 4, 25-21, as we are at halftime here of Game 3 of the final day of the Barnes County Classic. Lobos, again, leading by 4. Lemoore Litchfield Marion started out the game with a nice 8-0 run, and then they went on an 8-0 run to start the game. Dunseith answered back with a 6-point run. Lobos then all of a sudden looked like they're going to start running away with this game. It was 21-8 at the end of the first quarter. Lobos only managed to tag on 4 more points. Dunseith was able to tag on 13 more points, and that puts us where we're at right now, 25-21. Number that stands out to me, the Lobos shot 50% in the first quarter, shooting 34% at the half, so a drop of 16% in their shooting percentage. Well, Dunseith saw an increase of about 13% in their shooting percentage. So one team started figuring out, the other just struggling there, Chase, to shoot. Lemoore Litchfield Marion just not able to get that offense rolling.
No, and that's the unfortunate thing. Like you said, first quarter, everything's rolling, everything's going well. If it wasn't for Colton Ness, they would have been shut out in the second quarter of 8 minutes of basketball. Good news if you're a Lobo fan, you're still up. Yeah, you saw the double-digit deficit go down to 2 possessions. On the opposite side for Dunseith, this hasn't been your pace, it hasn't been your rhythm, but you're only down by 4 points. And again, they've only, least amount of points they've scored all year is 62. So we'll see if they can get in rhythm a little bit and get this one up and down a little bit more. But the last thing, Joel, is foul trouble. Dunseith right now has some starters again who are in foul trouble, and this is not a team that's going to roll out 8, 9, 10 players consistently for Coach Moore. And so if someone else picks up an early second, and we'll see if Boston Davis starts or not, because if he does start, if you're Lemoore Litchfield Marion, you got to go right at him and force an official to call a foul, because if he picks up his 4th early, that's going to be a favor of LLM.
Yeah, we have all 5 starters with at least 1 foul. Davis with 3, Morin with 2, Parisian with 2. And it was in the 4th quarter of that game Tuesday night against Sargent County. Morin fouled out for the final about minute and a half, and that was really a difference maker in that game. Some numbers for Lemoore, or for Dunseith: 9 turnovers, 40% from the field, 3 for 9 from long range. Jalen Poitra, 10 points. Chad Parisian with 7. Boston Davis with 2. Ethan Moore, and again their top scorer, held to just 2 points in that first half. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, 7 turnovers, rebounds 13 for Dunseith, 10 of them defensively. Well, Lemoore Litchfield Marion 20 rebounds, 12 defensively. They shot 34%, 3 for 8 from long range, 7 turnovers. It is Corbin Potts with 9 points, lead scorer behind Max Muslin with 8. 7 for Colton Ness and just a point for Anthony Hansen. No ties, no late changes, but the Lobos had that 15-point lead get away from them before they closed out that first half. Their lead now right down to 4 points in the paint. Favors the Lobos just by 3, 13-10. Points off turnovers favors the Lobos, something you don't see too often happen against Dunseith. That has been their specialty. Points off fast break, though. Dunseith outscoring them 4-0, and just 1 point off the bench combined for these two teams. That goes for the Lobos, so that feeds into what Chase was talking about. Is Dunseith is a team that doesn't roll too deep, and right now they have not gotten any scoring off their bench. 25-21 our score at the half. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continuing support. Good luck to our Enderlin Eagles at the Barnes County Tournament. The friendly staff at Lemoore Drug Store reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lemoore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine is available, plus get your flu shot today. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales too. Let Lemoore Drug Store be your one-stop shop for Valentine's Day candy and gifts. Lemoore Drug Store, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugStore.com.
Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of snow and grain shovels alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lemoore Hardware today and browse their sweet pickin' section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information on all the services Lemoore Hardware offers, go online to LemooreHardware.com. That's LemooreHardware.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
25-21, Lemoore Litchfield Marion leads Dunseith as we get closer to the start of the second half. Our third game here of the day. We'll have one more coming your way after this. Should be a good one between Enderlin and Hillsborough Central Valley, number 4 against number 7. A big meeting for those two programs that will come your way at the conclusion of this one right here on YourLiveEvent.com. But 25-21, Chase, what are we looking to happen here in the second half? We'll start with Dunseith. What do they need to do here to pull in front, which would be for the first time in the game?
Yeah, the thing is, all their points come from their starters, right? So no surprise there. The question is, can you get in rhythm? Can you get transition? Against Sargent County, they got a number of points that let off steals and went on 2-on-1s or let on one-and-dones. And you got the transition to the outlet man, and you got 2-on-2, 3-on-2 situations. We've seen the Lobos get back really well defensively. So if I'm Dunseith, drive and kick, look to get to the rim, try to get to the free throw line. They haven't been there. They've been there a little bit, but not a ton. Then on the opposite side, if I'm Lemoore Litchfield Marion, same deal. It's only been starters that have scored right now. Corbin Potts and Max Muslin got going early. Corbin Potts might be a guy, Joel, that might be a closer, right? Against Enderlin in the third quarter, he went off for double digits in just the third quarter. He can be a guy. The question is, does an Anthony Hansen make a play? Does a Magahe make a play, whether it's offensively or defensively? That's the same thing. Can a Corbin House maybe for Dunseith be that spark plug off the bench when he gets some opportunity to play for the Dragons?
25-21 the score. Fresh 8 minutes is up. It will be Dunseith's basketball to begin the second half. Morin will bring the ball up court for the Dragons. Morin, someone's got to get going. Just 2 points so far through a half of basketball, and Ness through the passing lane. The steal to the rim and draws a foul. So Colton Ness will get 2 shots coming. Lobos opened the game on a 2-0 scoring run, an 8-0 scoring run. Jalen Poitra, by the way, called for his third, as the first free throw is good for Colton Ness. That is also something that needs to get changed right now for the Lobos. Is they need to start hitting some of these free throws, as the second one will be missed for Ness, and it's the Dragons with the rebound handled by Jalen Poitra. Poitra will lose it. It's picked up by Ness. Long pass grab by Muslin, and layup is good. 3 straight to start the half for the Lobos. Again, they opened the game on an 8-0 scoring run. Struggled to find their offense in quarter 2. They have not trailed this game. Parisian left wing tosses to Morin to the right side, and open. Peltier up for 3 off the iron. Rebound straight down and out of bounds. Didn't see who touched it. They're going to say it was a Dragon.
The Lobos picking up a little full court pressure defense, getting a little bit in front of them as Dunseith, and Lamar Lishmary's been able to take advantage of it with those turnovers. And if you're the Lobos right now, this could be a guy that also could be a little difference maker, just making the smart play. Joel might not be in the scoring column, but Tate Martin, right, being the point guard, just make the smart play, get your guys in rhythm, and see if you can find the open man.
Mart with the basketball, comes to Potts, skips across near side, finds Muslin. Back to Mart, 10 on the shot clock for the Lobos. Lobos scoring 3 points so far this quarter, almost near the number their total for quarter 2. Shot attempt blocked by Poitra, shot clock violation called against the Lobos, and it is Dunseith's basketball.
That was one of the best defensive sequences we saw by Dunseith in the either man or half-court defense, not just because they got the shot clock. Good closeout, good help on the extra pass, able to get to the perimeter and not allow the Lobos to try to get inside the paint.
Muslin knocks it away from Poitra. Morin's there to pick it up, comes to Parisian, fakes the 3, drives, fouled in the lane, and it's either going to be Potts or Mart, and it is Tate Mart's first. Team's first of the half, non-shooting foul. Poitra on the baseline left side. Sends it back to Morin, tracks it down near half court. He's going to be one-on-one with Mart. Morin in the lane, off the glass, misses. Rebound two-handed by Potts. Lobos bring it up court, a feed to Ness. Lines up top of the key, Peel for the shot, misses. Rebound Davis. Davis will come to Poitra, approaching 6 to go. Move at the basket, misses for Davis, and it's right back to the Lobos. Feed to the block, shot good for Ness. 3 this quarter for Ness, 30-21. Lobos looking to regain at least that 10-point separation.
I like the big fella there, Joel, going coast to coast. Nice little dish by Peel, showing the finesse. And, I was going to say, wasn't sure if he was going to be able to take the charge, but something Dunseith desperately needed was a bucket here in the third quarter.
And one opportunity for Morin. This is their first points of the second half. Foul call against Peel, his second, team second. And three-point play completed from Ethan Morin. 30-24, 2-possession game. 5:40 to go, third quarter. Ball handled by Potts into the corner, finds Ness. Ness back to Potts, swings it to the top of the key to Mart. Mart back over to Muslin, into the corner to Ness. And a nice block coming for Poitra as he got behind Peel and knocked that one away from him. Lobos keep the basketball, and they are going to call it foul. I didn't see the foul call. I thought the whistle was on the out of bounds. Instead, that becomes Poitra's third, team second. Make that his second. I spotted him a foul there. That will be his second, and it puts Landon Peel to the line. Peel gets the first, 31-24, 7-point lead, Lobos.
I just feel like Dunseith is a little bit out of sorts offensively, Joel, in the first half, and same thing here in the third quarter. Just unable to get that easy shot in transition, just unable to get to the free throw line, and unable to get to the rim consistently enough. And give credit to the guard pressure by the Lobos here as they come out now with a little half-court trap.
Peel knocked down both free throws to make it an 8-point game, and losing the ball was losing the ball was Poitra. And it'll be a held ball that stays in favor of the Dunseith Dragons. Baseline Poitras left side.
And Darren Theologist is asking that Lemoore should have the basketball because Dunseith started with the basketball to start the half. So good job by his assistant coaches and his bench to kind of come out there and just say, hey, it should be our ball. There hasn't been a tie-up since then. And in an 8-point game, Joe, you just never know how it could kind of change things up a little bit. So Lobos get the ball back.
Marred across half court. That's what comes with years of coaching experiences. you catch those little things. And like you said, the 8-point game right now could make a difference here when it comes later on. Ball is stolen away in the lane by Davis. Brought up court by Poitras. Poitras is able to feed back to Boston Davis, who comes to Ethan Morin. Dunseith has not held the lead in this game. Loses it off of Ness. Ness leads the charge. It's 3-on-3. And shot goes up in the air for Mart. Rebound picked up beyond the arc for Ness. Driving is Potts. Goes near side Muslin into the corner. Finds Peel. Peel loses. Picks it up. Recovers. Comes to Muslin. Up for three. Hits it. Max Muslin's third three. He has 13 in the game. 35-24. Lobos back on top by double figures with nearly 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Morin's three misses. Battle for the rebound. Ball scooped up by Landon Peel. Peel tosses to an open Muslin, another three, and good! Muslin, back-to-back threes, 8 in the contest, 38-24 is the score, and we have a timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Dunseith Public Schools, all staff promote a climate of expectations that all students learn under appropriate conditions and ensure that the learning atmosphere is positive and stimulating to increase the academic achievement levels of students. Stay connected with the latest Dunseith Public School app by downloading on the Apple Store or Google Play for the latest news within the district by searching Dunseith Public School. For more information, go online to dunseith.k12.nd.us. Go Dragons!
38-24, Lemoore Litchfield Marion leads Dunseith. The Lobos receiving votes in the latest coaches poll. Dunseith, number 10 team in Class B basketball. Coming up after this, two top 10 ranked teams. Number 4, Enderlin. Number 7, Hillsborough Central Valley. Catch all the action on YourLiveEvent.com. Joel Morgan with you, Chase Miller on color, and Reggie Funk on camera.
I like Max Muslin in the first and the third quarter, Joel. I mean, 8 points in both right now, and we still got 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
And Dunseith taking that timeout. Poitras will feed to the left side. Up to shoot was Davis, and he was knocked around by a few. Trying to get between three. One of them is going to be the guilty party, and they are going to say that it is Ness. Or excuse me, it's Peel. Peel's third, so there's a player in foul trouble right now for the Lobos.
Good hard take by Dunseith to try to get something to the rim when shots aren't falling, when shots aren't able to go sometimes. You just got to find a way to kind of, so to speak, put the helmet down, Joel, and just get a yard or two. But here in basketball, just try to find a way to get to the paint, get some contact, force the official to make a call, and able to get to the free throw line.
Both good for Davis, 38-26 the score. 12-point deficit right now for the Dragons. Ball handled by Potts to the corner, finds Ness. Ness into the hands of Potts, turns, shoots, air ball brought down by Poitras. Fed up court to Morin. Morin drives, shoots, gets fouled. That will be Anthony Hansen's first, team's fourth.
And all of a sudden, a couple more free throw opportunities here for the Dragons. A way to cut into that deficit when you're not shooting well, get to the free throw line. They've done that these last two possessions. And it kind of reminds me of the first half, Joel, where you look up and it was, a 13-point deficit for the Dragons. Same thing here. If the Dragons can keep it within around that 6-point mark before you get to the fourth quarter, you're not too far away on a run for the Lobos, to put the game away. But right now the question is who's going to step up offensively for Dunseith. But right now they play pretty stingy defense as well. We maybe haven't talked too much about their defensive play just because of how they're shooting offensively.
Morin hits 1 of 2, 38-20. Lobos up by 10. Again, open the game with 8 straight. Dunseith answered back with 6 straight. Then it was a big scoring run to close out the first quarter. Here comes a 3 left side. Misses from Muslin. Loose ball picked up by Parisian. Settles on the right side. Comes to Morin. Up for the deep 3. Knocks it down. 2 points in the first half. Has 6 here this quarter. Make it 7 here this quarter. 38-30. Lobos lead trimmed to 8. Closest we have been since the start of this game was that 4-point lead for the Lobos at the half. Dunseith needs to start picking up some stops. They want to get themselves in front. Ball to Hansen in the corner. Hansen D'd up by Poitra. Will feed it back over to Tate Mart. Mart in the lane looking for help. To the corner comes to Muslin. 3 is up and in. 5 for Muslin. 41-30 the score. And we're going to have a foul call. There'll be a push against Muslin. His second, team's 5th.
I think, Joel, in the Barnes County Classic, Muslin has set a record for 2022 with 5 3-pointers. I don't think anybody had more than 4 in games yesterday, and from earlier today, I know no one did either.
3 at the other end, off the side of the iron for Parisian. Rebound, Poitra to the free throw line. Jumper in for Boston Davis. Davis for this quarter, 41-32. And you can see Dunseith hoping that tempo starts coming to the tempo that they like to play, but the Lobos just being methodical right now, knowing that they have a comfortable 9-point lead, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. They're continuing to play their style of basketball. Potts goes to drive, loses, recovers, up to shoot. Shot gets redirected into the hands of Jalen Poitra. Poitra will come to Morin. He is up to shoot. This one good. He's hit 2 threes this quarter. In fact, he's in double figures this quarter, 12 in the game. 35-41. Lobos lead at 2 possession, and they want a timeout. 1:41 left to go, third quarter. We are back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continuing support. Good luck to our Enderlin Eagles at the Barnes County Tournament.
41-35, Lemoore Litchfield Marion leads Dunseith. 1:41 left in the third quarter. It's a Barnes County Classic on YourLiveEvent.com. Other games today, Wyoming Lidgerwood, a 59-57 win against Barnes County North. Sargent County, 61-42 win over Maple River. Final game of this Barnes County Classic. 2 top 10 teams, Enderlin and Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll have that coming up next year on YourLiveEvent.com. Ball comes to Davis in the lane, beyond the arc. Muslin to the corner, Hansen will send it back over to Mart. Mart finds Potts. 7 on the shot clock. Potts will take the contested shot. Misses iron, brought down by Peltier. It's Dunseith's basketball. Remember, Dunseith, after falling behind early 8-0, has gotten as close as 4. Ball lobbed up. Morin will miss. Rebound put back. Good for Boston Davis. 41-37, and there we go, 4 points again.
Morin and Davis in this third quarter, that's been the show. And more importantly, Davis playing very smart, Joe, with those 3 personal fouls again.
Ball in the hands of Mart. Left side, Muslin. Up to the corner, Hansen. 17 right now on the shot clock. Ball out of bounds. And they will say it's Lobos basketball. They have 17 on the shot clock.
Well, I think the aggression Dunseith has played with, right? Getting more in the passing lanes, making it a lot more difficult. Finding the shooter outside of Muslin. They've done a really good job in that zone here in the third quarter.
In the lane, Ness shoots good. Colton Ness, 5 this quarter, 43-37 the score, 25 to go, shot clock is off. Dunseith, though, feeling the momentum right now. Ethan Morin, 12 in the game, 10 coming in quarter number 2. In fact, he has scored 10 of the team's 16 so far. Max Muslin will D him up. Morin looking for the shot. 5 seconds to the corner. Comes to Parisian, up for 3. Misses. Lobos basketball, and we got a whistle travel called against the Lobos, so Dunseith will get the basketball.
Hansen just couldn't put the ball down. He just took 1-2 steps, travel, easy call. But what this does gives Dunseith one more chance at it, Joel.
And Morin for 3. Off in time, but off the mark. We are 3 quarters into this one. Lobos 43, Dragons 37. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
43-37. Lemoore Litchfield Marion leads by 6. Final quarter to play here in Game 3 of the Barnes County Classic. Lobos have not trailed this game. Dunseith looking for a comeback and looking to avenge a loss Tuesday night on this road trip, a loss against Sargent County. Some movement along the perimeter. Parisian with the basketball will come to Davis, who feeds to Morin. 12 on the shot clock. Ball comes to Davis. 7 on the shot clock. I don't think I've seen Dunseith go this deep into a shot clock count. Hesitation. Parisian drives off the glass. Good. It pays off. Parisian scores the first points of the fourth quarter, makes it 43-39.
Great move. Nice job by Parisian to get to the rim, and just kind of going against this 2-3 zone here. Where the Lobos go, it's been kind of Potts and Muslin, Joel, who can be that third person for him right now.
Anthony Hansen missed the shot, brought his rebound with him out of bounds. It will be Dunseith's ball. Hansen coming out of the game, coming in is Landon Peel, and Peel sitting in nearly the first minute of this quarter. He's sitting on 3 fouls as well. Poitra gets the long inbounds pass, loses the dribble. Ball is picked up by Ness. Ness to Muslin, gets by his defender and hits a 3. Now they'll say it's a long 2, 45-39 the score. Muslin, though, continuing his performance on a strong second half of basketball. Ball to Parisian in the corner, sends it back over to Morin. Parisian for 3, in and out. Rebound, Peel. Peel comes to Mart, will slow up the offense as he comes across the timeline. Left side, Muslin. Back over to Mart. Potts, now to Peel. Hesitation for Peel, feeds a pass, and 1 for Colton Ness.
What a pass by Peel there, Joel. We've seen a couple nice bounce passes by Peel in this half, but that one was just a great one. Split the zone, backside pass, no help was there. By the time Morin came over, Ness was already in the act of shooting and a chance at a 3-point play.
Ness will miss the free throw. Rebound to Dunseith. The Dragons trail 47-39. Drive, bucket, off the mark. Put back, though, good for Boston Davis.
Davis didn't play much in that first half because of foul troubles, but 8 big points in the second half, Joel, and he's still with only 3 personal fouls.
Man, that's something really to keep an eye on right now for this Dunseith Dragons team. In the lane, Peel turns, off the iron, brought down by Ethan Morin. Approaching 5.5 left to play. Dunseith, again, as seesawed in the second half. They've gotten as close as 4. Backdoor pass, shot misses. Battle for the rebound. Coming away with it is Davis, but misses the shot. And it's Lobos basketball.
Potts did a great job of going up, not getting enough of the undercut of the body there, hitting the hip there. Joel just going up, making it contested. But a great job by Davis to rip it away from Corbin to get a second chance. Just a little off balance there.
Approaching 5 left to play in this game. Again, coming up, Hillsborough Central Valley. Enderlin is up for the layup, and drawing the foul was Ness. And you can see Ethan Morin drop his shoulders in frustration because that is his 4th foul. And we have 5:12 left to play in this game. Colton Ness back to the free throw line. He has made just 1 free throw. Make that 2 free throws in 7 attempts tonight. And he misses the first.
Yeah, free throws have been tough for Ness. 1 of 9 in day number 1 and 2 year numbers. What he has done so far in day number 2 here of the Barnes County Classic, Joel. But again, Lobos, it's kind of been that 4-point parameter, right? It's been the 4-6 points a lot where this second half has been between these two teams. And Dunseith just really hasn't been able to find that little extra oomph to get them back to a tie ball game or even take a lead tonight.
And Muslin will steal away the pass. Gahi with the ball to the corner. Potts for three, hits it. 50-41, 9-point lead for the Lobos. Time not on the side right now of Dunseith. Warren with the contested three, will miss. Potts with the rebound. Potts to the near wing. McGahee throws a pass, partially deflected, picked up by Muslin. Muslin on the post, looking to get free, sets the ball in motion. 23 on the shot clock right now for the Lobos. Feed in the lane to Peel, shoots, hits it.
Nice move by Peel, able to spin from the baseline to the paint, able to finish at the rim as well. This is that little run that might put the Morlich-O'Marion over the top, and really good job by Eric Moore, and saw his team in a bad position there to save the possession for the Dragons.
Timeout comes with 4:15 to go. 52-41, Lobos lead. Back on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Dunseith Public Schools, all staff promote a climate of expectations that all students learn under appropriate conditions and ensure that the learning atmosphere is positive and stimulating to increase the academic achievement levels of students. Stay connected with the latest Dunseith Public School app by downloading on the Apple Store or Google Play for the latest news within the district by searching Dunseith Public School. For more information, go online to dunseith.k12.nd.us. Go Dragons!
52-41. Lamar Litchfield Marion leads Dunseith. Lobos trying to lead wire to wire in this game. And the inbounds will come to Corbin House. Works its way up to Chad Parisian. Lobos jumped out to an 8-0 lead in this game. That was 8-6 before you know it. And then the Lobos closed out the first quarter with a sizable lead. They led 21-8. We're going to see a blocking foul called at the baseline. And that puts Chad Parisian to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, they'll say it's on the floor here, so the Dragons get a fresh 35, but right now you can ill afford to have empty positions for Dunseith down by double digits here, Joel, just because the Lobos, if you want, you can start really milking the clock here, kind of playing that Dean Smith four-corner of basketball if you want.
Inside of 4 left to go in this game. Hillsborough Central Valley Enderlin will play next. 3 from the corner, Poitra good. 52-44, 8-point game. And Dunseith needs to start racking up some stops. Kahi with the ball to the near side, finds Potts. To the left side, Hansen down into the hands of Max Muslin. Muslin 10 points in the second half, 18 in the game. Shot off the iron, rebound. Swatted around, no one with clear control, and then it's Corbin House who will get it. Tries to pass along the sideline, intended for Davis, knocked out of bounds by McGahee. Will stop the game with 3:15 to play. Lobos looking to improve to 4-1 on the year. Dunseith trying to improve to 6-2. Shot right side for Davis, misses, hesitation on the putback, and it's good. Chad Parisian hits two. 52-46 the score, 3:01 to play. Timeout Dragons. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continuing support. Good luck to our Enderlin Eagles at the Barnes County Tournament.
Lobos lead by 6, 52-46, 3 minutes, 1 second left. We're in the final quarter of play. Joel Morgan with you. Chase Miller alongside us, Reggie Funk on camera. He's been on camera for all 7, soon to be 8 games we've had of the coverage of this Barnes County Classic. Tomorrow's games canceled here at the W. Osmond Fieldhouse. Potential makeup dates coming for the designated home teams in those games to host. So I guess till further notice, we'll know exactly what is going to happen with those games. Is some weather expected to start rolling through this region or this area really later on this evening, and weather has been kind of the Achilles for a lot of these teams in terms of consistency of games, practice, and getting things rolling. Ball stolen away at half court. Davis with the ball, fed to Parisian, layup good. got Parisians 4 straight. It's a 4-point game, 52-48. Now this is where Dunseith needs to find that next level of defense, and they're going to put full court defense on Mart. Mart unable to clear half court, so the Lobos need to use a timeout.
Well, and the one thing is from Dunseith, Joel, that we didn't really see a lot in the first half was that full court press. Now all of a sudden they were able to use it, able to get the easy 2 points. Good job by Coach Theo just to save the possession and call the timeout. He saw 26 seconds on the shot clock. And now all of a sudden you look up, Dunseith only with 1 timeout remaining, the Lobos with 2. Dunseith has a couple fouls to give, so you can play aggressive, right? You're not going to put Lamore Lichomarian in the free throw and the bonus, so you have a couple fouls to give on the opposite side. Next one for the Lobos would put Dunseith to the 1-1. So again, drive, force the official to make a call if there is something at the rim, or have drive help kick. And we've been able to see some good shooters. And how about the fourth quarter that Chad Parisian's having right now, specifically in the last couple minutes here, Joel, for Dunseith?
Yeah, he has scored 6 when they've needed him the most, 52-48, 2:35 left. Lobos basketball, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Landon Peel inbounds to Tate Mart. Mart back to Peel. Will come into the hands of Tate Mart, who will feed back to Corbin Potts. 13 seconds on the shot clock right now for the Lobos, nursing that 4-point lead. And they have not trailed yet in this game. Feed inside to Peel. Ball knocked away. It's Parisian leading the charge for the Dragons. Parisian, a feed to Poitra, who gets the layup. 52-50, 2 minutes left to play. And Chase is going to be exciting 2 minutes of this game right now.
They're the Lobos. You got to take care of the ball. That's exactly what you're going to have to try to do. And, you know, Poitra's got 15 points, and we'll see. It looks like it's going to be on Dunseith for the foul, just trying to get in front of Peel, who's kind of posting up at the high post there, Joel. So there goes one of your 2 fouls that you had to give. But, again, if you're Dunseith, you can still play a very aggressive down the stretch here.
And Parisian is called for the foul. That is his 4th, so not a lot of fouls left to give. Should we find ourselves into overtime, could be interesting for Dunseith as to what they do with this lineup. Ball handled by Mart. Mart comes across to Potts. 17 on the shot clock. We'll skip to Muslin. Back to the hands of Mart. 3 upcoming, misses. Rebound, Davis. Drive, baseline, shot, good. Parisian, who has been fantastic here in the 4th quarter, has tied the game with 1:15 left to go. Our first tie of the game comes with 1:15 seconds. Full court defense by Dunseith, and they will get the ball back, a chance to take their first lead of the game.
Yeah, and actually the official was trying to even give Lamore a little extra leeway there because it was down to 20. Once it got to 26, the entire Dunseith bench started coming up and going 10. The official looked up and, okay, yeah, we're down to 24. That's the right call. So great defense here in the last 2 minutes by Dunseith with this full court press.
Ball to the corner into the hands of House. Back up top, 3 for Poitra, misses. Rebound, Lobos. Has that buzzer beater kind of feel. Ball out of bounds. Trying to make the case is Davis that Potts put hands on it one last time. The official will not give the ball to Dunseith, and the Lobos take a timeout. 46.1 left, 4th quarter, 52 all. Back on yourliveevent.com.
Staff at Lamore Drug Store reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lamore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine is available, plus get your flu shot today. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales too. Let Lamore Drug Store be your one-stop shop for Valentine's Day candy and gifts. Lamore Drug Store, located in the center of Lamore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to lamoredrugstore.com.
Lobos 52, Dragons 52, 46 seconds left. Another great instant classic at this Barnes County Classic. Formerly the Barnes County Tournament, and Chase, this new format this year has called for some good moments. And the 2 biggest games, now to become the 2 biggest games so far, both belong to Dunseith. That matchup which they lost Tuesday night against Sargent County, and now this one where they have come back at one point down by 15, have tied it at 52. They tied it with 1:15 to go as Chad Parisian, who made it 52 all.
And right now the question is, is it a Muslin? Is it going to be a Potts? That's probably who you would think might make the game winner. If you kind of help out, Ness has been the guy.
Potts drives, shoots, fouled.
Well, Corbin able just to get right to the rim. Backside help is not there quick enough. Not the worst thing for Dunseith, Joel, just because the time of the game in terms of where it is right now. But at the end of the day, it's not the worst foul because it doesn't foul a Davis or a Parisian out, for an example.
Potts' free throw will miss. Prophetic, we talked about it in the first half, especially when that barrage of fouls came for Dunseith, is that you got to make the opportunities you get, and now this one could decide the game. The second good. Corbin Potts makes it 53-52, 42 seconds left in the game. Dunseith going to try to shave off some seconds. 2 points, wins it for the Dragons. Morin in the lane, shoots, gets it. 54-53, 23 seconds left to play. And the ball is loose, picked up by Davis. Is he going to get the insurance? He won't. Lobos with the basketball and a foul call.
Oh, that's tough. Main reason, you would have been up by 3. Instead, it's a 1-and-1 the other way with Peel. You had St. Mark dead to rights, able to get the steal. Boston Davis unable to finish at the rim, kind of had that finger roll, got some spin, and now it's a 1-and-1 opportunity, Joel, for Peel to either 1 tie or 2 give the Lobos the win.
And he gets it. 54-54, both of our ties in this game coming in the final minute, 15 seconds.
Both teams also with 1 timeout. Next jump ball favors the Lobos.
Second shot from Peel. It's the game. They'll put them in front. 12.3 seconds left. We have a timeout.
Nice job by Peel, able to get 2 big free throws, Joel, because, it wasn't a double bonus. It was a 1-and-1 where you're down by 1 for the first time this evening. The one thing with Dunseith is you got one more shot at it, right? You missed the layup the last possession. Now you're going to get the ball back. Doesn't matter what you get. Just find something to go on the cylinder, and you might be able to walk out of here with a game winner.
55-54. Lobos led the entirety of this game until, with 1:15 left, Chad Parisian, who has scored 8 this quarter, tied it up at 52. We then saw the Lobos take the lead, and then Dunseith take the lead. Lobos only to come right back and take it away. 12.3 seconds to go. It is the Dragons basketball. Corbin House bounces and inbounds to Ethan Morin. 9 seconds left to play. Dragons down by a point. Comes to the corner. Poitras drives, puts it up, misses. Rebound, Lobos. Dunseith thought they fouled in time. We're going to wait from the official. What is the official going to say here? We still might have some basketball left to play. Now we will have some free throws upcoming from Landon Peel. Chase Miller making his way down to the court. We'll get a chance to talk to Landon Peel here in our post game. What a game between these two teams, and what an amazing effort by Dunseith at 1 point down 15. Did not look their sharpest in the first quarter. Four-tenths of a second left to play, and Peel misses the first shot, and this one is final. Lemoore Litchfield Marion survives the comeback attempt from Dunseith. They win 55-54, and now, wait a minute, having some more discussions right now between the officials, and I think it's going to be a question of time. So the scoreboard says 0. It is 55-54. Dunseith has taken a timeout with 0.3 of a second left to play. So we do have more basketball coming up Dunseith wanted the timeout, got the timeout, 0.3 of a second to play. Chase Miller down right now in the sideline. And you get a chance to talk to Landon Peel, who as of right now has himself the game winner. Lobos will improve to 4-1 on the year. Dunseith will drop to 5-3. They have played 2 great games, unfortunately on the losing end. Next up after this, number 4 Enderlin against number 7 Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll have that here on yourliveevent.com. Remember, the scoreboard went to 0. Dunseith was able to get a timeout, lost just 0.1 of a second. So it'll take a miracle play for the Dragons. Corbin House has to know exactly who he's going to for what would be the game-winning shot. House comes to Moore, and heave hole in time will miss. And now it's final. The Lobos win 55-54. Post-game show coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of snow and grain shovels alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lamore Hardware today and browse their sweet pickin' section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information on all the services Lamore Hardware offers, go online to lamorehardware.com. That's lamorehardware.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
And welcome back here to yourliveevent.com. Our final 55-54. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, a win against Dunseith with hold a late charge by the Dragons. Let's send it down to Chase Miller.
Thank you very much. Landon Peel with us. Landon, you go to the free throw line. There's about 5.5 seconds left. You have an opportunity there with a 1-and-1 opportunity. Just take us through that 2 makes you got at the charity stripe.
Well, I knew we were down 1. I knew I had to make both to win the game, so I kind of just had to keep my cool and just sink both of them, and I'm just happy and grateful that I did, and we got a win out of it.
Can you talk about just the resiliency from your team? It seemed like Max got in rhythm a little bit, then obviously Corbin got in a little bit, but just the resiliency from top to bottom and a defense to hold Dunseith to a season low in points.
Yeah, we're a team full of rhythm. We get rhythm, offense, and defense, and Corbin and Max are great guys that when they find rhythm, we're hard to stop, and our defense is kind of the backbone of what we've been trying to do, so yeah, we just kind of take pride in our defense, take pride in our rhythm stuff, and it seemed to work out for us today.
A good non-region win. How do you hope this helps you moving throughout the rest of this season once you get to a really good Region 3 as well?
Well, Dunseith is they're a really good team, so I think once we get into our region play and district play that, like this confidence that we have coming in, we're going to be a hard team to beat.
Hey, thanks so much for your time and continue to make those free throws.
Thank you.
And again, Landon Peel with us, Joel.
55-54, our final score. We'll get some final numbers coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Dunseith Public Schools, all staff promote a climate of expectations that all students learn under appropriate conditions and ensure that the learning atmosphere is positive and stimulating to increase the academic achievement levels of students. Stay connected with the latest Dunseith Public School app by downloading on the Apple Store or Google Play for the latest news within the district by searching Dunseith Public School. For more information, go online to dunseith.k12.nd.us. Go Dragons!
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by alumni from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continuing support. Good luck to our Enderlin Eagles at the Barnes County Tournament.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
Back on yourliveevent.com. Again, our final score, 55-54. Lemoore defeating Dunseith. The Lobos now 4-1 on the year. Dunseith 5-3. Lead scorer in the game, Max Muslin, who came up big late in that contest. Muslin finishes with 21 points. Behind him, Colt Ness with 14. Corbin Potts, 13. Landon Peel with 6. The biggest, the two made free throws at the end of the game to win that one. As for Dunseith, there was 15 points from Chad Parisian, who had a big second half. Jalen Poitras, 15 points, 10 rebounds for the double-double. Ethan Morin, 14 points. And the Dunseith Dragons at one point down by 15 came back to make this one a great game, but unfortunately losing 55-54. That'll do it for our broadcast here of game number 3 of the Barnes County Classic. We will have our next one coming up. Enderlin will be in action against Hillsborough Central Valley. We have that one coming up here in a little bit. You can find that on yourliveevent.com. I'm Joel Morgan for Chase Miller, who was with me on this broadcast. Remind you once more of our final score. Lemoore Litchfield Marion 55, Dunseith 54. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com.